2025 is going to be a really interesting year for US visas. In this video, we're going to bring you up to date with all the changes that have already happened in the last 1 month, such as opening of new consulates, changes of the visa scheduling rules, and make you aware of the potential changes that are going to come up in the next couple of months, especially for the work visas. Keep on watching. Hi guys, my name is Shachi and I'm a USA visa coach. Over the last 4 years, I've worked with thousands of applications for FHL, B1, B2 and other non-immigrant categories. Do check the link in the description box to work one-to-one with me on your DS-160 form and your US visa interview. So let's start with the changes that have already happened. Number 1, opening of new consulate. So I think this is the most positive news in the last 1 month that a new consulate has finally opened in Bengaluru and is expected to be operational really soon. In fact, from this month, January itself. I know that many of you have been waiting for this, including me. So this is some real positive news. Along with Bengaluru, they're also opening another consulate in Ahmedabad, and this is supposed to be operational somewhere around mid of this year. So with the opening of these 2 new consulates, hopefully the wait time for the visa categories, especially the B1, B2, is going to come down and also boost the number of visas issued. So according to a recent video released by the US Embassy, around 1 million visas were issued in 2024. And with these 2 consulates becoming operational, this number is expected to even increase further. The second change is in the US visa appointment rescheduling. So this I feel is a big change. So earlier when you booked a US visa appointment, you could reschedule it 4 times. And this gave a lot of flexibility because you could simply book whatever is available and then keep tracking and prepone it to the date that you really wanted. But this can no longer be done. Starting from January 2025, you are allowed to reschedule a US visa appointment only once, which means that after you book the initial appointment, you can change your date or the location only once. So this obviously brings down the flexibility quite a bit, and you'll have to be really careful and really mindful in booking the appointment date because you don't know if you'll be able to reschedule it to an earlier date. The third change that has happened is increase in the number of rejections. December 2024, I would say, was the most terrible month for US visa. There was a drastic increase in the number of rejections. We track and monitor interview experiences really closely, and we saw that for student visas, the rejection rate was as high as 48 to 45% compared to the usual 33 to 30%. And even for the work visas, when it came to L1 blanket, the number of rejections were higher. And for the H1B visas, the number of 221Gs issued were higher. All of this points to a deeper scrutiny on those visas which allow you to legally come to the US and eventually apply for a green card and settle down in the US, which means that they want only the best and the most eligible people to enter the US legally because eventually these are the people who are going to apply for green card and then settle down in the US. The fourth change, and this is surprisingly a positive one. There was an increase in the number of B1, B2, that is the business and the tourist visas issued in December 2024. So while massive rejections were going on for the student and the work visas, tourist visas were being given easily. In fact, we saw a lot of complicated profiles with previous rejections get the tourist visa. One of the clients told me that when he was waiting in line, there were rejections going on for each and every visa category except the B1, B2. Now, one probable reason could be that tourists coming into US, spending money, visiting locations really helps the US economy. So in some way, issuing these visas is an attempt to help the US economy in the coming year. So now that we have rounded up all the changes that have already happened, let's take a look at the potential changes which might come up in the next few months. And the objective of this is to keep you aware and keep you updated so that you don't face any ugly surprises. Number 1 change, and this is something that I'm fully expecting in 2025, is tougher screening and tougher US visa interviews. Now, when I work with clients, I see that many of them have rejections in the year 2018 or 2019. This was the earlier era of Trump, and during those 2 years, 2018 and 2019, there were massive number of rejections across visa category. With the return of Trump, there's definitely a good chance that visa screening is going to become strict and the visa interviews will become a notch tougher. However, there are certain things that you can do right now to safeguard yourself and to make sure that you are able to give your best attempt possible. you need to start in advance for your US visa. So if you're planning a US visa in 2025 or 2026, really start early so that you have enough time to work on your profile, mitigate all the risk factors, and present the best picture possible in the DS 164. In fact, you can work one-to-one with me for all of this. Over the last 4 years, I have worked with thousands of visa applicants, helping them in non-immigrant visas, that is the H, L, B1, B2, and the F and the J visas. In fact, many of them have had previous rejections. So do check the links in the description box to work one-to-one with me. I can help you with your DS-160 form, answer structuring, as well as in the mock interview. You can also DM me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is at shachi.mal if you need any further information. The second change that is expected in 2025 is change in H-1B visa. I'm sure that all of you have been following the news in H-1B, the ugly fights, the debates, the divide amongst Trump's own supporters. And through all of it, one thing is clear that something is changing, something is brewing when it comes to H-1B. Now, there are three areas, or rather I would say three potential areas where the changes could happen. Number one is the lottery. That means the way the H-1B visas are picked. Right now, it's a pure lottery system, but Trump for a long time has been against this lottery. So the lottery might move to a merit-based system, or it might even be a mix. There might be an initial screening or a merit-based criteria followed by a lottery. Now, what really happens remains to be seen, and definitely things will be more clear towards the end of January. The second change which might happen in H-1B visa is the minimum wage criteria. So right now, companies can file for H-1B visas for annual incomes as low as 65K to 70K. In fact, I have worked with many clients who have the income on H-1B as low as 55 to 60K. Now, this is again one of the things that they have been trying to change, and we might see some changes in the minimum wage requirement, because all of this incentivizes companies to hire more Americans rather than hiring people outside of the US. And the third potential change is in the H4. H4s are the dependent visas of H1B. So right now, H4 visas are issued EAD, that means an employment authorization, and they're allowed to work in the US. There might be some changes which might happen towards the work authorization of H4 visas. So these are the potential changes in H1B, but honestly, a lot of it I feel is on the cards. There's also a lot of confusion, a lot of debate going on. So what actually happens and how much of these become real regulations and laws is remain to be seen. We will, of course, be tracking all of this very closely and bring it to you right here on this channel. So stay tuned for that. So this is a roundup of all the US visa news of the last couple of months, the changes which have happened and the changes which are going to come. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below and we can chat there. And also do check out all the playlists that we have. We have separate playlists for each of the visa categories, so make sure to check them out. Of course, any other change, any update or news regarding US visas, we're going to be tracking that very closely and bringing it to you right here. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Signing off for now. I'll see you in the next one.